Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine, continue with historical figures. Today, we have mentioned about Tri-Nation period, the Southwest, the Southeast, and the Middle. I have mentioned some important people in Southwest or Southeast. In the Middle, I mentioned Cao is the most important person. There's another person actually I like to mention is Sima. This Sima was the last name, and his first name is one character E. This E is very complicated to write. So this person actually, after Cao died, or when Cao was still alive, he fought along with him. He is very capable, very cunning, political, very wise, and the only little about him is he's very suspicious, always suspicious. Which means he's very sensitive in terms of politician. I'm not considering as just a military leader. He's very politicalized. Politician. He is. There's several occasions indicating that he is, because in Cao's court or his palace, there's so many officials, there's so many forced to fight each other to gain the power, and he is the one who knew how when to protrude, when to advance, and when to withdraw. During those time when the political fight very brutal, very serious, he knew he's very capable. Everybody wants him, even Cao himself. But he just, withdraw at home, saying that I'm not feeling well, I'm just probably dying, and then stay at home, watch, and he's like a crouching tiger or crouching dragon that just watch. The other thing about him is he sees the opportunities majority time. So that's why the eventually battles during these three nations, the Southeast was quite peaceful, not fought. Eventually became Drogo and Sima. This two leaders. Drogo was a politician, military, very also capable, very wise, and Sima is also, they're really kind of competitive to each other. So eventually, is the battle between two of them, two nations, really the battle between two of them. So there are many occasions, either Drogo won or Sima won. So there's just the back and forth, like stretching each other. Nobody can really defeat the others until last minute, when Drogo at his age and his officials or his commanders couldn't follow his instruction, and he gave a very important task to the wrong commander, so that leading to a turn point for him to lose. And this is Sima just keep pursuing a very steady, very calm, knew how to fight. But he also had those moments, really, because of his suspicious. So there's actually there's a play, there's a history written on this called the plot of Empty City. That was the almost last for Drogo, Southwest, because he lost the important cities, important wars to Sima. He pretty much lost everything at that moment, and Sima was continuously to pursue him. He pursued Drogo and Drogo's army, and he knew it's the end, but he couldn't find any strategy or any plan. So the last desperate plot or plan he used was called the strategy of Empty City. Play calm. His city, all of his army start to withdraw backward to the center of the country, and Sima pursued under the city, tried to fight, but he, on the other hand, did not close the gate of the city keep the gate open, and he was staying on this a tower of the gate, and watching and playing music. The music was old-fashioned string music, so he was playing, and there are two servant boys around him, and he was playing. Actually, this is the legend. Okay, so first of all, if you're not calm, your music, because Sima and Drogo, according to the legend, they both are very wise, knowledgeable, erudite. So Sima knows music, new music, Drogo knew music. So the theory is, if your mind is not calm, your heart is not tranquil, your music can tell whether this is true or not true. So the city, whether it's really empty or not empty, you couldn't tell. If you're in the chaotic stage, your mind is not calm enough. So turned out Drogo played the music very calm. I think it's about the mountains, the waters. It's just like it was real. On the other hand, Sima understood the music and tried to sense it, whether there's any chaotic in his mind, in Drogo's mind, Drogo's heart. And he couldn't. So he couldn't tell whether the empty city is real or the city is not empty. So he decided, I had a little chat with Drogo, decided to withdraw. From this story, I think it's very well known. There are plays, there are movies about the story. What is the story told people from later on for the other coming either leaders or political leaders or the business leaders, is the mindset. So at this last minute, for Drogo, desperate, lost everything, nothing holding in his hand, but he can play this music from the inner peace, so very calm. So and also saying that the reading and knowledge and wisdom are all very important. If it's really not just have fun, living good life, and at this moment of life and death, to Drogo it was. He can keep this calm and wisdom, and also he knew the opponent very well. They both knew each other very well. So these are also very important in terms of whether for Sima, whether he should just go ahead attack the city, or for Drogo whether he can hold the city and to escape safely. So that's why the legend of Tri-Nation is the battle of mind, the battle of wisdom. So it's not just the story about historical stories or events. There are a lot of internal analysis for the thought, the mind, also the in general multiple aspects of the wisdom and the knowledge, not just the knowing how to fight, not just knowing how to debate, but knowing everything. So holding a dimensional, really a dimensional wisdom, knowledge, wisdom, and also internal calm, everything. So this is that's the charm about the Legend of Tri-Nation. This book, advice from many people, nobody should read it, because if you read that, the common person can become wise or can become clever. So it's hard to rule. That was old ancient saying, that do not read Tri-Nation and the Legend of Tri-Nation, because the mind will be really kind of cleared or muddy, but confused. But anyway. So I present the piece here. It's just if you're interested, you can search the Empty City story of Empty City from Legend of Tri-Nation. So it's very interesting. But anyway, I just present here. Hope this little story can give you some idea if you're writing something. And thank you for watching. I will continue next time.